Hello, I'm Mark.
I'm Glenn, and we play in Loose Blood.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ben from Neck Deep and you're watching Dutch Scene. The tour has been, it's been really good. I think it's been really beneficial for us because out in mainland Europe, I would say, we do quite well in the UK and the US, but mainland Europe has always been a little tougher for us. But we've put in the work, we've toured out here quite a few times now and it's picking up, but doing big tours like this, I think we're playing to a room full of interested people who maybe have heard of us but haven't checked us out, and so when we're kind of put in front of them, that's their time to check us out. I think a lot of people are walking away from the show as fans. So yeah, it's been really good. All the shows have been sick. Good company with A Day to Remember and all that, and yeah, it's been good. It's always good to come to Europe because it feels a little bit like a holiday. Sometimes when we go to America for an extended period of time, you kind of get used to it, and then UK is obviously home, but Europe is one of those places where one day you're in Paris and then you're in Berlin and then you go to all these crazy cities, and yeah, it's been good. It's been fun.
It's been really good. It's been as the whole tour from the UK into Europe. It's been such a proper privilege to play in the venues that we have and in front of so many people who probably don't know who we are, because I don't think we necessarily fit the bill. And then opening a tour like this, I think the people that have been in there, especially around Europe, have been sort of not so much tougher shows, but you're very aware that less people.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to play to a lot of people who don't know who we are in Europe, which is cool.
Yeah, so I think it's been a great thing to do, and hopefully beneficial in the way that maybe we've won some people over or whatever, because like I say, I think we're playing in front of an audience that we don't necessarily fit the bill for. So hopefully it's been beneficial, but it's been good.
Obviously, end of tour celebrations will probably take part at some point, but we have to catch a flight not early tomorrow, but we're getting a ferry back over to the UK at 4 a.m. and then we fly to LA for 2 months at 12, so that's going to be fun. So it's going to be a bit crazy getting out of getting to the airport in time and stuff, but yeah, I'm excited. We'll party in a reasonable way. We've got to stay sensible. I don't want to just get a plane and be absolutely leathered getting on the plane. So
the amount of stuff that's literally gone into this tour that we get to see every day, especially in the UK when we're in arenas, and then you've got 3 truckloads worth of production turning up and things like that. And I guess it's just seeing a tour run on this scale, which has been quite eye-opening. It's something we never thought we would do, and may never ever get to that level, so it's good to kind of see it.
On this tour, everyone's been sweet. We kind of knew the A Day to Remember guys before. Obviously, we did our last record with Jeremy, so it's quite chill. We kind of chill amongst ourselves quite a lot because we're a very tight crew, but doors always open. People are always kind of walking around, and you end up, same on any tour, you'll just end up getting caught up in random conversations, and then occasionally, however the dressing rooms seem to be placed is when things go down. If you're right next to each other, that always is good. Sometimes headliners get put upstairs and shit, and it's no, I don't need to go upstairs. So, but if you're right next to them, it always ends up being a good time. And the times that we have had a couple of drinks or whatever, have been good times. But yeah, all fun, all good.
I think for a band like Neck Deep, it's awesome for us to tour with them and just see especially in the UK, the reaction they got every night was crazy. It sort of makes you realise how big of an impact they're having right now. For that to follow through and then play so well in Europe and people kick off every night, it's pretty nice. And the Day to Remember obviously massive. We're really grateful for them to have taken us out on this tour.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say about it. We're just like very,
Yeah.
very thankful. I think.
Yeah, and I've been a fan of Days to Remember for ages. That I've got into them like a long time ago now, and so it's really, really nice when you know bands that you are like a fan of, or you know have been to their shows and stuff before. Somehow you end up being offered to go on tour with them. It's it's really weird. But,
It was
like,
very like full circle type thing. It's kind
yeah,
of come all the way back.
it's really, really like flattering. Like you know, what a compliment for someone to give you that they want to take you out on their tour. So yeah, it's cool.
There's been a few good moments, to be fair. Bit of a standout. A hospital visit is always a bit of a standout. Our guitar tech Ben in Hamburg. He locked himself inside a fridge, like a glass fridge, and was like smushing his food all over his face up against the glass and shit. But then the lock on the outside like sprung open and he flew out of the fridge because he was like leaning on it. So he flies out of the fridge and like smashes his head on like the corner of this table. Just blood pissing everywhere, and had to go to the hospital, and he was like so concussed that night. I remember he was like, I can't go to sleep because the doctor said I might die. So I like had to stay up till like 4 a.m. with him, and he was just like crazy. Like going to UP, definitely. But that was a memorable moment. You know, you play a show every single night, you know, and as much as you remember every single show, you know, I could remember a show from years back if someone just said, oh, this, you know. But it's the stuff that happens in the dressing rooms and on the bus and when you're all just hanging out that make it all hilarious, you know, so, and make it memorable, because it's the people that you're with, so. And we generally are always fucking about, because touring in reality is kind of boring. Sometimes it can get boring, especially if you know you don't get to explore a city very much. Maybe the venue's situated in like a really quiet part of town, or like way out of town or something. There's nothing around. It can get pretty boring. So locking yourself in a fridge and smashing your head open on a coffee table is probably one of the better ways to pass the time, I guess.
Well, we started in Australia and then did the UK, finish in Europe now. Then we get a couple of days off and we go to America, and then we go into like a festival season, and then potential UK tour again towards the end of the year, and start writing the next record. Hopefully have that done by the end of the year as well.
2017 for Neck Deep is going to be quite a busy year. Like I said earlier, we have to catch a flight straight after this show, pretty much, or well, tomorrow morning. And yeah, we're going to record our new album, so that's good. We've got a new album on the way. We're going to be in LA recording that for like 2 months. But you'll hear all about that. You might even have heard a little bit about it by the time this is out. And then just relentless touring again. Yeah, so we're going to be, you know, wherever you're from in the world. America, you know, Europe, Australia, and a few other places we're probably going to be at over the next year and beyond that. So yeah, new album means a new touring cycle. It means that we're going to be on the road again for another like year and a bit straight. So you'll be seeing a lot more in Neck Deep. We've been a little quiet for the past couple of months, you know. Life's Not Out to Get You was really successful, and we've had time to chill after how hectic that was. So we're, you know, ready to give it another go now and write a solid album and just do it all again, really. Just expect more of the same, yeah, more of the same, more shows, more music. There's a bunch of fans outside waving to me. My favourite bands at the moment, I've been listening to, well, what have I been listening to at the minute? I've been listening to a band called Woes. They're from the UK. My brother recorded them recently. They're really good. Yeah, just check them out. Woes, like the Drake song, you know, whatever. Like, you'll find it.
At the moment, it would be like Trophy Eyes. Just that, really. I think that's
just the one.
Just the one. I've listened to their new record a lot and got got really into that, and then we're lucky enough to be able to take them out on our next tour, which is really exciting for all of us. I think we're all quite big fans of that band. But lately for me, it would be Trophy Eyes and.
My mind went completely blank when you said that.
Yeah.
There's a band, I don't know if it's a band or just like a singer-songwriter, but they're called Big Thief, and they're really good. But I don't think that many people know them, really, but they're really good. Yeah, I don't know. We listen to a lot all the time.
Yeah, and then we get asked a question like that and you go completely blank. No idea. T. Allen, probably.
Our community, the community for our music scene is good and kind of bad in some ways. Like, it's good in the sense of like, there is a real community kind of feeling to it, but there's also a lot of like, it's also a lot of shit, you know what I mean? There's also a lot of just like fucking, but I think that's just general problems of the world. I think social media plays a big part in like sensationalizing a lot of band members and just bands in general. You know, because when you get down to it, they are just people at the end of the day, and I think that kind of sucks. But the actual general community there, where people want to support other bands, and you know, they're always looking for new music and always wanting to talk about and share music. That's great. But sometimes it can go a bit too far. People get fucking weird. But then again, I think the internet is just weird.
I'm just going to be polite and say thanks if you watch this, or if you go listen to us afterwards or anything, then thank you.
Exactly that, and my mum and dad will probably watch this as well because they watch everything that we ever do, so you're right.
Alright, thanks mum and dad.
Alright, what's up everybody watching this? Thank you very much for checking out my interview and me just chatting shit. I know I'm not very interesting, but hey, you've just wasted a good 10 minutes of your life watching me, but actually, no, that's awful. See, I'm quite good at coming up with things on the spot, but sometimes I have to roll it back. Let me have a think. Let me have a think about what I actually want to say. Can I do one to Donald Trump? Actually, no, I don't think I'm not that self-important where I think Trumpy's gonna fucking actually knowing Trump, he probably fucking would. He'd probably be like, this guy's a fucking alternative fact. Well, fuck it. All right, yo. Everybody who's watching this video, thank you very much. Thanks for sitting there and watching me chat shit for the last 6 minutes or whatever, or maybe longer, who knows. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled for new stuff on the way from Neck Deep. There's going to be loads of music, loads of tours, all that good stuff. And yeah, see you at a show, hopefully, at some point. Cheers.